Happy freaking Thursday, roomies. I hope you're getting a little bit of me time if possible. My hair is expanding as the day goes on. My curls are trying to make their presence known, but I'm fighting back as best as I can. Anyway, today's topic is an Ask Lexi. So fellow roomie, you know the drill. Reached out, looking for advice. So I'll weigh in, then you guys weigh in. All suggestions are accepted as long as they're positive. Only kind words. Okay, so our fellow roomie wants us to call her Bonnie. What up, Bonnie? What up? Okay, married 5 years, but the spark has kind of fizzled out of her relationship. So she's actually thinking about checking out. Like, she's thinking about divorce. And look, it happens. I mean, not everybody stays married. I don't think we sign up for marriage going, oh, well, we'll just get a divorce if it doesn't work. But people change, lives change. So, Bonnie, I want to ask you 2 questions. Do you want them? Do you want to keep them? Like, do you still want them? Do you still want to keep them? If you can flat out say, nope, then it's time to check out. It happens. But if there's a little bit of, I'm not so sure, then there's also a little glimmer that you might want to make it work, okay? Marriage is not easy. Marriage is not easy, okay? Especially when both people, well, it doesn't even matter if both people work. Marriage is hard, but you have work, you have children, you know, you're trying to keep it all together in a nice little cookie cutter shape. It doesn't happen like that. You know, marriage sometimes, it's never 50-50. It might be, but that's like the rarity. Sometimes you're giving 80% and they're giving 20. Other times they're giving the 80 and you're giving the 20. It's a sacrifice for one another. But it's how bad do you want it, right? Like, how bad do you want to make it work? And I'm only saying this if both partners are on board, okay? Like, I've been married 13 years. I'm not a marriage expert. But from my own experience, you know, there's highs, there's lows, there's peaks, there's valleys. Sometimes it's boiling hot and spicy, and sometimes it's lukewarm because we're exhausted. But ultimately, the goal is for us to make it work. My poor husband, when he signed up with me, I don't think he realized what he was signing up for initially. He knows now. I try to make every day an adventure. And he's more logical, level-headed, whereas I'm like all over the place, and he looks forward to it. So we both, in our own ways, try to keep the spark alive. So this is how we work. My husband tells me I'm beautiful every day. Whether it's a text message or verbally, he says I'm beautiful, and he says I love you every day. Whereas I'll, of course, write back I love you, but I know if I can give him a certain look, he knows it's going down. Or we're good for sending, this is just some advice, Bonnie, some naughty text messages. Now, let me tell you, and only send naughty text messages if you truly, truly, truly trust your partner. Please, do not send them to someone that you're not really sure about, because that can really end badly. And if you're not trusting your partner that enough, you might seriously want to reevaluate whether you want to stay with them or not. But because I am the queen of oversharing, I'm going to share a funny story with you. TMI for the conservatives, earmuffs, you know. So I had sent out a naughty text message to my husband, but I didn't send it to my husband. Typical Lex, epic fail. You guys need to live a day in the life in this brain, I swear to you. I sent it to my best friend, and thank God it was only my best friend. My girl, she already knows the crazy. So she goes, thank God you didn't send it to your dad. I already know you like that because you told me. It was cool. But you got to keep the spark alive. You got to keep your partner guessing, okay? It does get boring and mundane and routine. You got to court each other and date each other. And you have to both make the effort. So, Bonnie, what I'm suggesting to you is if you make the attempt first, somehow, some way, to try to rekindle it, and he responds, you might have yourself a do-over. You might just be all brand spanking new, okay? If he does not, then maybe it is over. But if you make the little bit of an effort and see what happens and see how that plays out, it may end up benefiting your marriage, may save your marriage. Guys, weigh in. It's almost freaking Friday. Get your freaking me time. I love you. Till the next time.